Let me answer that for you. You saw someone doing it, right? You had a mentor, or you saw someone doing it, and you're like, this field looks nice, right? Let me jump into it. Although you've not started that journey, please can we just put our phones on mute? And then you've not started that journey, right? Or you saw something. You saw something and you said, oh, this is good. Let me go for it. So, some government. They don't have that role model. They don't have someone to direct their footsteps. So they tend to get confused. Then some of them are applying for jobs without direction. Today I applied for customer service. Tomorrow I apply for account and procurement. Next tomorrow I applied for. Do you understand where I'm going? Are you getting where I'm going to? This is an interactive session. If you're not getting it, let me know. Then they lack clarity, which leads to frustration. That's when you see people jumping to the illegal means to make money. Let me just make the money. Last. That's what we're heading to. Alright, so the question is, who has applied for jobs without being sure what they really want? Have you ever applied for any job without being sure of what you really want? Have you ever? I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you.
Actually, no.
Okay.
I'm still planning, or I'm still doing some also, right? Because of that. I really want to be a public relation officer and advertiser.
Okay.
So,
You're still practicing. You've never applied for any job and then you're confused about. Have you ever applied for jobs without being sure of what you really want? Okay. Without being sure of what you just apply because everyone don't dey read though. Make I just get something. Make I just okay, please tell me.
After service, actually.
After service.
Yes.
Okay.
So, lack of clarity leads to frustration.
Okay.
I was frustrated.
Okay.
I was not supposed to apply for get something so that I would leave this.
What was the role? Just give me one.
It was those people that labeled in the hotel.
Okay. No offense to if that's no offense if that's your word.
So after the person in charge was like, why do you apply for this school? So we told him, I'm not even sure that I'm just looking for where to put our heads and find something to do.
Okay.
So I think we just have to leave and do it.
Okay. All right. So have you ever applied for any job without being sure what they really want or what you really want?
Oh, as far as I remember, I'm not sure I've applied for job that I'm not sure. But when I was starting out, I think I've applied for job in a hotel, not knowing exactly what the role is. And then I think I'm given a role of a porter.
Okay.
Please,
does everybody know what a porter does? Okay.
So I think then when I was starting out, I was just applying random, but now a bit clear.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'm coming to you. So have you ever applied? Okay.
First of all, while I was after school,
Okay.
I think I've applied for a sales person before.
Architect. Sales.
No, that was before.
Okay.
That was before.
All right.
So yeah, I applied for a sales person. Yeah, it went there.
It went there. All right. Thank you. Next slide, please. Please, I hope we understand where I'm coming from.
Next slide. What is career planning? Now, career planning is a deliberate process of choosing and developing your career path, not guessing, not following trends. Ha! So let me just pause it. I wanted I want to do HRM. Yeah? You have to possess a lot of thick skin and qualities that an average individual will not have. You have to develop a lot of things. So I know sometimes people see HR manager like this role as a very, very easy role. Trust me, it's not though. So not just following trends blindly. So how do you do that? Now, this is an interactive session. I need you to write out your strength. So you bring out your strength and weaknesses. Hello? All right. You bring out your strength and weaknesses. Strength like, I can persevere, I can stand for long hours. Yes, it's part of it. You can stand for long hours, you can communicate clearly. People, not that you can communicate, that the person hearing you understands what you are saying. Everybody can communicate, am I right? But how you know that you've actually communicated is when the person you are talking to understands what you're saying. So have you ever been in a situation where you're saying something and then the person is replying you another thing? Like, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I mean. So that's just it. So you bring out your strengths, your weaknesses, and mix it up with a notable experience you have gained over the years. This is very important. No experience is little. And I say this for people that are just starting off or confused about their career, or they are still serving their father's land. So, no experience is little. As little as you are leading praise and worship in church, and you're not shaking or you didn't pee on yourself on stage. That is an experience. Are you getting me? So what's going on? No experience is little. So sometimes there was a time, like some weeks ago or some months, I think a month or two, an intern came to our office at Amit Developer, and the HRM, which is HRM Janet, HRM manager Janet, asked him to bring his CV. I think he may be with us here. And he's like, I'm in school, I don't have CV. Like, I don't get to where. Right? And luckily and fortunately for him, he met me. And I was like, what have you done? Have you done anything in school? Have you done anything at all? And guess what? The cleaner guy, bing, I used to help in, I think, my parents' water factory. I help with this, I help with that. I did this, I did that in school. I said, bam, that's just it. And he was like, okay. I said, don't worry, dig deep. You've done a lot, you've done more. If you've not even done anything, use that and bring a CV. So no experience is small. At some point, you aren't a follower, but a leader. Like I said, even if you are leading any Muslim here, if you are leading Allah Akbar in the mosque, that people will follow you, you led. But I'm not saying that's what you should write on your CV. Just throw your CV away. Right? But I'm saying it's an experience. So at some point you want to follow up.
fitness career. So there I also learned some
Well, pretty much what you've been saying. I think one of what I would specifically say as helped me back is the ability to gain knowledge in various different departments of
Okay.
university. So, and
Okay.
one of it, just like you mentioned, is learning here and there, being open to learning over the years.
Okay.
I remember very clearly there were things I did without having any knowledge
Okay.
at all. I just began to do it, and eventually it became means for which fetches me social conflict. So yeah,
Was there any
learning.
point? So sorry. So sorry. Was there any point where you were confused?
Yeah, maybe when I would say I was confused when I was in school, because in all honesty, whatever it is that you study in school, the privileges that happen to you is very broad. So how to know which to major in and which to minor in a lot of times. And in all honesty, just like you said, a time will come in your life where you're not supposed to be doing everything, but there is a time that you can actually do everything. Just whatever it is that you can do, at least during that period of time. Because the time is going to come that you're supposed to focus and grow. It's just like a pyramid. The more you go higher, the more focus is required. There's going to be a time, and school systems, in order level, they'll teach you what you don't need. They'll teach you, you're doing computer science, they're teaching you geography. So usually, so that period of time is the time for you to be able to sort out your confusion
Okay.
and get things all appropriate.
Okay. So where do you think the play of parents comes in?
The play of what?
Parents to help people solve their issue.
Okay, if I would say parents comes in all honesty, to guide. A parent's supposed to be able to look to somebody
Not to
and
decide.
not necessarily to decide, just to guide actually.
Thank you very much. Next slide. Choosing the right path. I'm still saying the same thing. Your interest, your strength, your weakness. Market demands, growth. But you know the funniest thing about market demands? There are some fields that the market is not demanding for, that people are cashing out in. Are you getting where I'm coming from? Now, what do you think the concept of, let me just use something as simple as cleaning service, right? We are in a stoic African nation where every girl must know how to sweep, must know how to wash plates, must know how to clean, right? And then someone thought, rich people will not want their children to be doing that, right? Because they have the money. In all sincerity, if I have the money and I can pay people to do some certain things, I will do it, right? Bam! The initiatives of cleaning service came up. Now, there are still some hidden and untapped areas that we can dive into and milk it to our advantage. But how will we know? We have to gain the knowledge. And how will we gain the knowledge? We have to explore. We have to go out. We have to leave our house. We have to see what is missing. What can I do to solve this problem? Right? Alright, so our focus is on career. we're not talking about entrepreneurship, right? So, do you know that there are people in fields of, let me use Excel experts, right? That's their major. I don't think there is a, is there a name for them? I think there is a name for them. Mr. Johnson, do we have a name for them? Those people that they are gurus when it comes to Excel and data. No, it's not.
Not necessarily. Because I'm doing that.
Exactly. Exactly. So like they are just good in Excel.
They excel in Excel.
They excel in Excel. Good. And companies, like big companies, they have like branch everywhere. Call them for that. There's a name they call that. And I'm sorry, they are cashing out. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. They are cashing out. So there are fields and career paths that are in existence that we don't know and we can milk. So interest, your strength, your weakness, market demand, growth, opportunity. Please always enter a field that you know will not just hang when you get to a particular stage. You keep on growing, you keep on expanding, you keep on diversifying. Next slide, please. Skills identification. What skills do you have? Technical skills, soft skills. So these soft skills is very, very important. Very, very important for people that want to even enter any organization. You want to be a professional. It's very important. You see communication, you see teamwork. Very, very important. So let me just give you an example. Someone was coming for an interview and they came with ripped jeans. If you are the interviewer, would you interview the person? Okay. You employed someone, right? And this person actually knows the hierarchy of roles, like hierarchy of the roles, right? In the office. And 3 technical skills, 3 soft skills. Next slide, please. All right, so if we're done with that, skill gap analysis. Serving our nation, have you written? You need to write it. This is very, very important. So when you go home, you'll be able to visit it. 3 soft skills. Technical, 3 skills. Technical, 3. Soft skills, 3. Now, skill gap analysis. What are you missing for the role that you want to jump into? That's where research comes in. What I needed for this role? Okay, I want to be an HR. What is needed? What do I have? What is missing? What do I need? Research is there. Gemini is there. Google is there. ChatGPT is there. Right? So compare your skills and then the job requirements. Identify these gaps. Very important. Very, very important. Trust me, we're going to need it. Wherever we find ourselves. Then the question: what skills do you think employers expect from you? Now envision yourself. I've already okay. I want to be an HR. What do you think they expect for me to possess as an HR for them to employ me? Next slide, please. So SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis. SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunities, threats. So your strength is what you do well. Your weaknesses is areas you need to improve on. Your opportunities are external chances for growth. Now, I don't know who told you about the monthly career development plan, but like HRM Chamaka said, it's a series from May to December. Trust me, there are perks to it. Apart from you gaining this knowledge and you focusing on opportunity, is it what exactly stopping you? Next slide, please. So I need you to write down 2 strengths, 2 weaknesses, 1 opportunity given, and 1 threat. All right. So for our seminar initially, I'm sorry I'm calling you that. I'm so sorry. Do you know that it was in NYC I learned how to make bang? As everybody was literally almost hiding under the bed during camp, so that they cannot do what is it called? Said, right? So they cannot attend Said. They were hiding under the bed, going to mommy, then pretending as if they want to buy something before soldiers use Koboko to chase them away. I was patiently waiting for my instructor. Oh, this is nice. But before I joined the bag making leather works group, I thought of it before I even entered campus. What skill do I want to gain? And I noticed that sewing machine, I'm actually good at it too. Okay, but I want to sew clothes. Sewing clothes is very stressful. Am I right? It's very, the cut itself will cut you away. So I said, okay, what's the next the best thing that will still make my work as beautiful as possible? And it's not bad. And from that day, I realized that actually NYC gives us a lot of opportunities that we are not tapping. We're just letting it fly by us. And yeah, I learned bag. I started making bags. I sold bags. I still make bags. Right? And it's just one of my little stream of income. So yes, write down 2 strengths, 2 weaknesses, 1 opportunity, and 1 threat. What is stopping you from achieving that particular thing you need to achieve? Next slide, please. Have you written it down? Please and please, I implore everyone to go back to the notes. I will still drop the slide on the group, but that should not deter us from jotting down something. Setting career goals. So this is where people get it wrong. Short-term goals, 0 to 6 months. Long-term goals, 1 year to 3 years. But am I right that in this economy, in this Nigeria that we are in, if you set 3 years or 1 year goal, somehow, fuel price will change the goal. I don't want to say anything political on this street. But something we shall change the goal. If it's not family, it's friend. If it's not friend, it's something that we shall change that goal. So I need us to start little. And then the short-term goals should be on the surface level. For example, I want to be an HR professional in the next 3 years with 5 placards or certifications, international, going for international conferences. In fact, I will be in Baghdad by so and so. Do you understand? I'm going to be married so and so year, right? So let's just keep that surface level. Let's focus on the short-term goals, 0 to 6 months. So you're setting your career goals. Focus on that. Make your goals smart. That is specific, clearly defined. Not that, and I think that by this time, specific, clearly defined, measurable, track progress, achievable, let it be as realistic as possible. Not that you say by 6 months I'll be earning 10 million and I like your salary is still 50,000. Right? So let it be as achievable and realistic as possible. Relevant, aligned with your career is very important. It is aligned with your career. Sorry. It's time bound. That's have a deadline. So when you know, after the end of 3 months, I should go back. Wait. Meaning one of this I want to achieve. Oh yeah, before we enter the other month, I must do this, I must do that, I must do this. Please. Next slide. Action plan. Your next step. Learn relevant skills, gain experience, internship, volunteering, projects. So now let me just throw something out there that even my colleagues told me. In university, I don't go for lectures. I know there are people that used to escape lectures. Right? I'm not advising anyone to do that, please. Right? I studied my department, University of Ilorin, right? Later by far. I studied my department and I knew that the lecturers when they come to class and story they talk. No be waiting there the textbook. They call teachers. Now story of their life and how their wife got one Birkin bag or something. Okay. And okay, does this guy prefer attendance? So I used to have close friends, guys. That's what I mean. You get what I'm talking about? That will hit me to my house. It was very far. My hostel was close to the school. So I just stayed in the hostel that period. And when they say that it's test, there's one door like this to sneak into. Now, where am I going to? During that period of not going to class, I was not idle. I was not watching film, watching Korean film or Japanese film. My anime fans, I was not doing that. I was doing an internship in my father's law firm. I'm not saying anything. I was doing an internship in my father's law firm. And at the same time, I was working in my mom. I'm not saying, wait now, we never did it. I was working in my mom's shop. Right? And at the same time, I was working in the church, doing their outreach, their feed the nation, feed the nation. I was doing one thing or the other. Internship, right? Volunteering, project. I followed my brother, who was he's a medical doctor. So they used to do this, I think, 300 or 400 level, where they go to a village and do not housemanship. There's something that is outreach or something. They'll go to a village, That is it. So I followed my brother to do it. My name not dead. So if something happens, thank God for life. So these are little things. Please, security should be our first priority. But I'm still saying you should not just be idle. Seminars like this, attend, volunteers this and then, volunteering here and there, going for projects. As little as church events, that's not that everybody will just be there and dancing up and down. But I mean church events that talks about outreach. Do you understand? Okay. So Next slide. Okay, sorry. Improve your CV and online presence. We'll further that on the next session. Apply strategically, not randomly. Okay, next. How you present yourself to employers. Career positioning. Oh wow, so weird. So career positioning is how you present yourself to employers. Your CV, LinkedIn profile, and communication. Your ability to clearly express your value. Next slide, please. Common mistakes. Lack of clear career direction. Applying randomly without strategy. Poor self-presentation. Okay, because of time, but I'm going to run through this. We had an applicant few time back. The CV was spotless. Like, spotless CV. Sharp! Oh God. Presentation was meh. No, from the way the person expressed themselves, how they talk, how they spoke. The dressing was okay, but where to wear? Next. Key takeaways. Clarity is the foundation of career success. Skills are more important than certificates alone. This is tough. This is strong. Skills are more important than certificates alone. Positioning determines opportunities. No matter however little the opportunity you get, market yourself well. Blow your trumpets. Blow your trumpet. Tell them, oh, sorry, hello, your name is, this is what I can do. I can do this one. I can do this one. I've done this one. Network. All right. So, consistency leads to results. Next slide. Take action. Start working on your career plan today, not tomorrow, today. Identify and build required skills. Stay consistent with this program. Don't let somebody influence you away and say, oh, they don't used to make money in that road. Yes, an HRM can be an HRM somewhere that is making 5 million, and another HRM is making 150 or 100,000. But at the same time, know where you're heading, right? That should not deter you. Okay, next slide. So our next section, that's for next month. We're talking about personal branding for career growth.
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. Right. Yeah, so my question is regarding, I think, one of the key takeaways, or before that, where we said skills are more important than certificates. But there are certain skills that if you don't have the certification, you get rejected for some roles. So regarding that, I would like more essence.
Okay. Before that, let me ask you one question. Which skill do you like? So we determine what you are saying on your CV if it's the same, if it works, right? Any other question? Okay. No, don't worry. Ask questions.
So let's say for early career professionals or
Okay.
graduates who are just getting out, how do you think they can practice and build on their skills, especially if it's something that they feel they have to be in a job or opportunity or an offer to start? How can they improve, keep testing and perfecting what they do?
Okay. Ask me that question again because my head just went to two different scenarios.
Okay. For graduates and early career professionals,
Okay.
if they are unemployed,
Okay.
usually before they have it,
Mm-hmm.
how can they work towards perfecting their skills?
Okay. So, first of all, you identify the skills needed for the career path you want to go to.
Okay. Sorry, just trying to see. Next.
What if you're actually confused about a career path to follow
Okay.
and then you got certification
Okay.
just
to do with insurance.
Okay.
I'm interested like yeah.
Okay.
And some of them are your talents actually.
Okay.
Based on that, you've tailored your career to work towards the direction. But somehow it's like a few other careers you're having kind of like, should I say, taking the time.
Okay.
So I take for me for example now, I went for architecture. Why?
Okay.
Because I've always been this sci-fi person, and I'm an artist also. So based on talent and my love for creation and buildings and all that, I was like, okay, fine. I was in science class already. I was like, okay, yes, go for architecture, which is like very, very close to my artistic part.
Okay.
So in school, I studied architecture, but I decided I'm an artist. Like I do basic artistry and all that. And two of
So
them
are we
are
all here? Can we hear what he's saying?
two of them are like career paths on their own that needs time,
Okay.
basically. But somehow they are close and you can, should I say, integrate them together.
All right.
Then aside that, I'm a fitness coach, a fitness person. Then
Okay.
being a fitness person also requires attention to the career path itself.
Okay.
So my question is like, what should be my, should I say, like how should I go about it, basically? Because somehow it's like the two of them are taking time, needs me to develop which one individually, which
Okay.
I've been doing, but it's been quite stressful. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, what should be my priority and like go to?
Okay. Okay. So why do you think you need to separate them?
I'm not saying
Like,
like
why do you need to? Why do you think you need to prioritize one or two?
okay.
Is it because of the time?
This is the thing, yeah. Like I'm interested in everything, yeah.
Okay.
Fitness itself is something that I could work with. I can, work with it is on time, yeah. I
Okay.
can find my time to do other things.
Okay.
But architecture itself is a very broad field. Art itself is a broad field. So and sometimes I get to like slack off on one than the other. So I'm like saying like what should be more of my focus? I mean like what should I do? What should be my approach to managing the two? Like what should be like the things I should have in my back of my mind? More like should I be focused on developing more on one than the other, or just saying like just
Which one do you love most?
I love
Architecture or art?
I love it.
No. All figures are not equal now, Abby.
No. Okay. So I see architecture and art in such a way like if you can find a way to integrate two, artistically, architecture can be very beautiful. And same thing with architecture and art too. Like the two are kind of having common factors that kind of bind them together. So you can integrate the two.
Mhm.
But then, if you want to, like, okay, under arts, I have some other interests that are like that is driving away from architecture. Okay, now
okay.
let's talk about concept art. I do regular traditional arts, and I also do concept arts, which I'm really really interested in. But developing concept arts and being a traditional artist, I don't know if artists are here, but they understand what I'm saying. It's like you trying to leave one for one to build one, and somehow based on finances and all that and time, that you might need to actually get money from one and like that. And so you have to like leave one for a while, then come back to it.
So your case is a bit deep because I have to look into your situation as an architect first,
Okay.
right? Then as an artist. I think you have access to. We'll talk about that later. I don't know. So we'll talk about it because your case is actually.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Elvis, I think there's something that I learned about focus.
Okay.
Now, they said focus, one very popular guy was defining what focus is. Okay. Right, one very popular guy was defining what focus is. Focus is actually saying no to things. right? So you can have a lot of things that you want to do, especially if you're starting out. You have so much skills that you need to learn. You have many certifications that you can get for your career path.
Okay.
Now, for you to stay focused, you need to say a lot of no's
Exactly.
to so many skills or so many certifications. You need to say a lot of no's to so many, so you can be able to stay. Because the truth is that the internet, there's chaos on the internet. There's a lot, everything is drawing your attention. You want you to learn. You might decide you want to be an HR. You step out, someone is bringing out a new thing that came out yesterday that you need to learn. So if you keep going that way, at the end of the day, you will get yourself confused.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Any other question? Please, one more question before. Just one. Let us. Okay, just hold it. Just hold it. Please.
Okay, I had a serious challenge last month and about my career. You know, I'm currently serving and I'm not in my location.
Okay.
So I got a contract. One of my classmates who was in abroad, but he came back to establish a clinical spa
Okay.
in Owerri. So he reached out to me and said, Divine, you studied this, yes. I could remember when you were in school. Are you done? Can you handle this project?
Okay.
He wants me to set it up, recruit people, and teach them.
What do you know about recruiting?
Recruit people that will work about in the spa.
Okay.
Recruiting is people that knows how to do it. Yes.
Yeah.
It's of different types.
Exactly.
So I told him yes, but the challenge I was facing was distance.
Okay.
And I've left East for almost a year now. So I didn't know how to do it. I reached out to somebody, like mentor you said is very necessary.
Okay.
I reached out to someone and she said I should not lose that contract for anything.
Okay.
Because consistency leads to results. This brought me to it. So, but I had to make inquiries, called my colleagues, stuff like that. At the end of the day, long story short, I got the contract. They worked it out, and I got paid. But there was lapses. The client complained that stuff.
So what's
So
the
my question is, in a situation like that, you said consistency leads to results. As I am far and I got something like that, and especially it's something that requires me
being present?
yes, being present to monitor certain things and operations being carried out. What should I do to remain consistent? Is it better I should just say no, I cannot do it, or I'm not available at the moment, or find a way around it like I
All
do?
right. First off, your situation is different. You're serving your father's land.
Okay.
So that should not deter you from getting opportunities. Three, that is why networking, partnership, connections, and mentorship is very important. Are you telling me if you did not keep a friend, right, that was in the same spa field like yours, maybe you guys went to spa training together, if you had that friend that you can trust, everybody needs a friend, please. No one is an island of knowledge. Don't say, oh, I'm getting inside. Everybody needs a friend. Now, someone you could trust, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you from telling this friend, oh, my dear, this is so and so that came to my lap. But I'm not present. I need you to do this and do this and do that. Here's your cut. Your friend will not be wicked enough to tell you, I will take 100% to take 0. Right? You've made that connection, you've made that network, right? Problem solved. You didn't think of that first.
No, I thought of it, but the particular two persons that was supposed to call for that project
They're not around.
wasn't around. So I had to figure out a way.
So I think that was the best, the way you figured out was the best way at that point. I think that's well, our next speaker is coming. You can okay. What do you want to say? She wants to. All right.
Okay, so I just asked that, like for networking, I'm very, very promising. Like, what are the right words you can say for the first time when you want to meet someone? Like,
Right
you know,
words. All right. So first of all, before you say the right words, first of all, study the person you want to go and meet. I'm so sorry. If you are meeting someone that just came out from a hot argument with her boyfriend, please, are we here? Are we here? If you're meeting someone that you just saw coming out of a hot argument with her boyfriend or her colleague, they're like, hello, sister, I used to make bags. You know that that's a problem, right? That's how, first of all. And then there are some situations where you will not actually be able to know, right? Start with a compliment. Hi, you're looking beautiful today. If anyone told you that, start with throw a compliment, ask a question. And from there, you will know if this person wants to actually talk to you or not. Right? If they don't want to talk to you, serious. Right? But there are some people that have just been so persistent that there's a situation where someone was giving me their flyer, and I was like, I don't want. Take it now, and I'm like, do you think I'll call you? Like, do you think I'll patronize you? Because if I'm under if you are doing my lashes for me, you'll be like, shoot now. You understand? That was what she displayed. Aggression. Sometimes aggression is needed for some things, but not everything. Especially when you see that, oh, I'm on this person. A lot is going on. So yes, please. Thank you very much for the session. Moyin, please come and take over. Thank you very much.
Very much. Let's put our hands together again. Yes, so I'm going to especially appreciate Miss Tracy for, this session. She covered from problems, career planning. Okay, thank you. Because she asked us to jot, right? I think I also asked everybody to jot. So I'm just going to share a little bit of what I learned. She talked about career problems. She talked about what positioning is, planning is, why it matters, choosing the right path, the kind of skills you should identify, how to learn these skills, and how to identify skill gaps with the SWOT analysis. And I think that's just a very, very beautiful one. So again, please can we put our hands together for her. Yes, thank you very much. And we are moving very, very quickly into the next session. And our speaker is around. So I'll just be reading out his bio. Mr. Samuel Akinyemi is an entrepreneur and a community builder focused on leadership, branding, and impact-driven initiatives. He has experience in event organization, community projects, and he has strengths in program coordination, communication, and team leadership. Okay. He currently serves as the Chief of Staff at TechOff and is the organizer of TEDx Akure. He is the CEO of MatchPlug and the executive lead of Lumina Initiative. He is involved in initiatives that support entrepreneurship, visibility, and youth empowerment. He is driven by growth, impact, and legacy, guided by his own personal philosophy, grit, growth, God. So, without much, stalling, let's put our hands together for Mr. Samuel.
So I won't take much. Tracy has said it. She has even said most of what I want to say. When I want to reply to some of our jobs, she threw some jobs at me. She said, those of you that will go to NYC camp, do not go to side class. I don't know. I'm part of them. Throughout the side class, I was in my hostel sleeping. Then when right. Start to second semester. Everything is politics era. Okay. Everything is political era. So to me, I was building my political career then following people that are in 300 level contesting them and all. So I follow them to do campaign and all. But then this is what brought me to my first point of my slide, which is the prayer. I mean, no matter how big you think you are, no matter how settled you think you are in life, you still feel that little or no prayer. Please let me put that slide down. Chief, this slide. So no matter how big you think, how settled you think you are, you still feel that little bit of prayer. My own prayer started when I realized that I have been wasting a lot of time. I've been wasting. But then that was stop when I started seeing my mates doing what I should have done. I mean, I went to private secondary school, private primary school. I had the best of education when I was very much younger. And then, I mean, this what they are doing is not rocket science to me. It's what I can do. But to me, I think, why should I waste my time now? I don't need to do it. Let me follow politician and all. When we're in 100 level, my guy organized an event for 100 level students. He tagged where am I in school. The whole of the event was full. We used to have Francis. I think Francis is like 543 capacity, yes, I'm very sure. So that all was filled to the brim, and there were people outside. It was like, oh, what's this guy doing? I mean, I can do this. But then I feel that I don't need to do this, right? So the parents started coming when I was in 300. I would have probably been in Ojota Park or in another park as a talk, or as we're in political era. I will be gathering my boys that we need to get this thing for this man. But yeah, I'm still doing that, right? As for politician, but then what I now do for politician is I transfer that strategy into execution. Do you get? So I turned that prayer into something positive. We resumed back 400 level. I told my friends, okay, so the prayer was, I mean, I've said everything. Once just quickly, comparing myself to others online, fighting distraction and inconsistency, right? So, get to the 400 level, first semester. That was when I launched my business, July 15, 2023. And launching my business, someone told me that he did not know I can do something like this. And I was like, I sat down, I talked. There's something someone said. He said the rich, oh no, the politician recognize poverty because you know if everybody is at the same level with them, would reason the same way, and be very hard for them to become what they are, right? They recognize poverty for them. I'm a politician, but I don't recognize poverty. I just need to put that as a disclaimer, right? So that's the prayer for you to build relevance as a young professional depends on how you transfer prayer positively, right? Because some people will transfer prayer negatively and they will end up the way they are not meant to end up. We have people, I can list examples of people that have transferred prayer negatively and they are nowhere to be found. Whenever I go home to my hometown, I see a lot of people that, okay, these people are the people I look up to them. But in the strive of they want to get rich quick, they want to take what their friends are taking, that's drugs and all, they've turned out to something else. They've turned out to something else and it's very, very bad, right? So, and after you transfer this period positively, what is the next thing? What do you want to do next after you transfer period positively? Next slide. Next slide. The work. This was the first I was in June 2023, where I was trying to develop myself, trying to go through self-character development, go through how I read and learn and improve my constantly. And no, if you want to build relevance and you said, okay, I can do it all myself, you don't read, you don't watch videos, you don't go to events, you don't network, you don't do all those things. I'm sorry, I don't know what you are trying to do. I don't know what you're trying to do. I mean, as I've said, everything I will be saying today is my story. Is a story, right? All those times I was in school, I go to events. I go to event for one thing or two things. If it's political period, we want to go and canvass to people to tell them why they should vote for us. And we are not even telling them any reasonable reason. Just vote for us, right? Jose is a witness. So I canvass for Jose now. You get. So I mean, but then that phase of 2023, I need to like okay do the work. That was when I started reading books, where I started watching videos online. I started trying to develop myself. So I tried to shed off that character of being, I don't know how to put it, of that former phase to transition to where I am today, right? So I started reading, and I mean, if you are trying to build an habit, I will recommend Atomic Habits for you, right? So James Clear said in his book that it takes 9 months to form a child, right? But it takes 21 days to form an habit. So if you can commit to one thing regularly, consistently for 21 days, at the end of 21 days, this thing will become part of you. It says in one aspect of that book where it says any habit you want to have, make it attractive and make it feasible. Okay, let's say in a day, okay, let's say you are not jogging before, you want to jog. The way I think, to me, if I want to make jogging attractive, what I will do is that I will find a couple of people that jogs on my street. I will ask them what's the average they do on a day, right? And we will start. And I want to find a like-minded of me that we can gist on the road. You know, there is something in your subconscious mind. Whenever you are going, talking to someone, and you say, okay, I'm going to this place tomorrow, and I'm going to see this person, and we're going to talk about this and this and this and this and this, right? Whenever I go to, I'm very happy when I'm going to an event. I have traveled as far as Ibadan to go for an event because I just want to go for this event, right? So make the habit attractive and make it feasible. That's why you see people writing what they want to do in a day on their own. I'm not a fan of writing to-do list, but me, I will recommend it to you. Write a to-do list. Develop yourself. Read books. Watch videos. On the average of in an average of a day, I watch normal video I'm most active on Twitter. I should know this one. I am very active on Twitter. I follow people that I know that okay, these people are very paramount to what I do, and in the process of becoming someone relevant, you need to undergo the process, and this process is very hard part of being of whatever you are doing. And if you notice that whenever you are in school, the most hardest time is when you are doing exam, because you want to read and 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 read. So this process, this work, take me to the next slide, which talk about the process. How can you do all these things that is in the work? One, I think that's why I said Tracy have said a lot of these things. She spoke about you learning a skill the other time. I mean, in this digital age, and you say you don't have a skill, I'm sorry for you. I don't know what you are doing. I honestly don't know what you are doing. I'm different from you. If 9 to 5 is what you want to do, it's fine and good. But if you are doing 9 to 5 and you still don't have a skill, also have something you are doing at the side, it might be very hard. It might be very, very hard. I'm not a 9 to 5 person. I cannot sit behind laptops for hours in a day. Nah. Except I'm doing something very, very serious that I need to finish up. I cannot sit behind laptop for a day. I want to move. I need to move. I want to move from here to, even if for me moving from here to here 25 times, I can do it. So learn a skill, develop yourself, develop your leadership skill, develop your communication skill, develop problem solving skill, develop networking skills, right? I think I listened to her question the other time when she said she's in Accra and someone is a service in Owerri. This is my advice for you, right? If you are running a business, whatever you are doing, invest in human development. Develop human that can do what you are doing even when you are not around. People that can take the vision same as you. Do you get? I've worked with different team, different type of people. I'm working with different type of people currently, and I can say that these people are different from each other. As I said, in the 3 places I work, they are different team. Nobody is in 2, nobody is in 1. Everybody are different. TEDx Akure have different people for TEDx Akure. I'm sure of as take off. That's different set of people. Now, executive leader alumni initiative. I work with another set of people there. So let me tell you one story about Lumina Initiative. This is an NGO of what I do. It started last year. When I was starting out, I started with 4 people, and I pour into these 4 people that they take up what I'm doing even when I'm not around. Out of these 4 people, 3 graduated, they left. There's only 1 person, and I will tell you that this 1 person recruited other people that are working currently without me. Like, she just come and tell me what they've done, this is what we've done, this is what is left, and this is what we are going to do, and she do it. She knows what we need, she knows what we are trying to do, she knows what to do and when to do it. Do you get? So this is how much we've worked together for she to know what we are doing, right? So as a young professional, you need to build your leadership skills, which is very, very, very important. You need to build your communication skills. In this life, communication is very important. Communication is very important. Then I'll share a story. Last year, Moni is here. Let me just cast her a bit. Moni is my co-organizer at TEDx Akure. So I'm the organizer, she's the co-organizer. When I was on camp doing NYC camp, I just go back 2 weeks ago. She was the one handling it. Last year during TEDx Akure, we had a bit of communication skill which affected a lot of things, right? And then I have to identify what is causing that loophole and what the way we can solve it. After TEDx Akure, I went to buy this book. how to influence people and how to communicate. Till today I've not finished that book because that book is very tiny and I bought the smallest one. That's the small one. I don't buy the big one. But then the one I've tried to read, I've tried to like, okay, let me act it out, and it has been working very fine, right? So I mean, there are books in different aspects of anyway. There are books on leadership. For leadership, I don't want you to be as toxic as me. I don't want you to be a politician like me. I would have recommended 48 Law of Power, but please don't do that. If you read 48 Law of Power, it's not my advice. But then trying to find book on leadership, find book on communication. There are books on networking. I'm trying to get one book. It's about leadership, communication, and networking. I mean, right? It's 3 in 1. So there are books already on all of this. Try to get digital skills, which is very, very important. Very, very important. I studied software engineering, but I'm not a tech bro. And I will tell you why I did not become a tech bro. No, I will tell you in my as I continue. The story is there. I remember that the story is there. So to the next one. Be feasible. I mean, if you are building an house here and okay, let's say I'm trying to look at what I want to use for example. Okay, let's say you are building, you are a builder or an architect or anything, and you work on this structure of this building, and when you are building, you not tell anybody anything, you not tell anybody anything, you are just doing your work and you just go. If you go outside and tell people that, oh yeah, I worked on Ivor building, they will not believe you. Especially when you don't have evidence to back it up. That's why you see founders, you see people showing a day in my life because they want you to know that they are the one here. They are the one doing this thing. That's why you see founders say 30 days with me as I build this. There is one product that someone built recently. Pillbeam. I don't know if you know about Pillbeam. Pillbeam is an AI agent that I use in church for projection. You know, whenever pastor speech, they will say, media, give me John 3:16, right? And media will start looking and they will delay pastor. Pillbeam, whenever pastor say John 3:16, it is there already. The guy that built it started building on Twitter. He came back from church on a Sunday and he said, I want to build a product, an AI agent that will allow pastor and media team to display sermon very fast. He started. He made that tweet, and I think 2 months or 3 months later, he came back with a demo. He did that demo, and now I think he said he has 200 users on that app currently. He built publicly. So what I'm trying to say about feasible is, whatever you are doing, build publicly. There are a lot of things that I do currently that's not outside, and people are telling me that I should put it outside, but I feel the time is not right to put it outside. But then, no time is not right. Any time you put it outside is the best. I mean, the first, okay, most people don't know I'm the organizer of TEDx last year, and the reason I don't know, but the day we made the flyer of meet the organizer, I think that I put it on Twitter, and that I think has 20K views. A lot of people reached out that they did not know I was the organizer of this event. And one guy, he's my friend when we were in school. He was just a year ahead of me. He was contesting for Futasu General Secretary General, I get from Futa, and I worked with him and all. Then he sent a message. He said, when I was working with you, when we were in school together, people were saying, why are 2 of us together? Like, why are we friends? That I don't fit the status of that. I don't fit the status then when we were in school. But he said he did not listen to them because he believed he saw something in me that is different from what they are saying. And I was like, okay. The thing is, which is that prayer I'm talking about the first time, why I was very nonchalant and was serious. Assuming I did not put out that thing, or people don't know I'm the organizer of TEDx Akure, people still have that notion of me that this guy is still that guy we know in school, right? And I mean, whatever you are doing, it might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to someone else. Just put it out. Build publicly. Just put it out. Let people see what you are doing. Let people know what you are doing. Let people know that you are the one doing this. The one that they say don't blow your own trumpet. We are in digital age, blow your trumpet, nobody will blow it for you. Nobody will blow your trumpet for you. I mean, when you are gone, they will now start saying, oh, that's why I celebrate me. Whenever I'm alive, celebrate yourself when you're alive. Celebrate when you're here. I'm not saying everybody will die definitely one day. But then, before we go, let us live the life is worth living. Let's put out what we are doing, right? I think most people that put out what they are doing is people that do SDG goals. They will tell you that they are doing it for the media. Yes, they're doing it for the media. It is a CV on its own. My CV, I don't have an official settings or everything. Everything that my CV is volunteer, but you don't know I do it, but it's volunteer. You will not know that it was volunteer. I mean, I applied for a role in Tech about February, junior event associate, and this is why I did not follow up that thing is that I tried to is this what I want to do at this point, or do I want to transition fully into 9 to 5 now? So I have to put that to side, and I did not follow up that application, right? So whatever you are doing, just keep building and keep raising it out. And let me tell you that following from the period I've transferred positively to the work you are doing, to process, and to you putting this out, one thing is certain: there will be failure. There will be failure. But that's taking to be my next slide. Yeah. The failure. Rejection will happen. People will reject you. You will doubt yourself. People will doubt you. It is normal. But don't stop. Immediately you give up, that's the end. That's what they say. Is a pigeon something. Now who give up? Fuck up. A story, something happened last year during TEDx Akure. We thought we secured our best partner of the year. They promised us everything. They will do everything for us. Venue, everything settled. Event is in August 28th. I think June. Was it June or May? May. Something happened and they pulled out. And why did they pull out? Why did they pull out? I think they said we did not believe in them. Because we believe August is here already. By then, we don't have speakers yet. We don't have sponsors yet. We don't have anything. Nobody has even gotten tickets for the event yet by that time. And I asked me a question and said they want to pull out. That we should go and do it all by our own. They believe that, okay, let's see what they want to do. They can do it all by their own, right? A normal person will break down instantly and say we are not doing the event again. But I said no. We are kicking on. We deleted all the social media posts we've made on our Instagram, Twitter. We deleted everything. We started afresh. And I will tell you that as at July, someone asking me that, are we sure we can pull 500 attendees at TEDx Akure 2025? I told that person, yes. And that yes was not even strong. But I have to say it, right? So I told that person yes. And believe me not, 2 weeks to events, that was when we paid for venue. That was when we get volume. And 2 weeks to events, the only money we had was 500k, and that was like maybe 100 people that paid for tickets. And that was all what we used to pay for venue. So it remains speakers, accommodation, speakers, transportation, souvenirs, and all. Like 2 or 3 weeks to event too. We got our biggest speaker, which Eric Gugua. I think was he not a month to the event. And when he was telling us that his requirements, we still don't have the money, but we told him sir, you come, don't worry. I was shivering that okay, how will I do it? I said, no worry, come. So you will fail. It is very necessary. Thomas Edison, the one that did bulb, he said he produced it 99 times. And the people working with him said, sir, we failed 99 times. Why do we keep trying? And he told them that we not fail 99 times. We just discovered 99 ways that this thing will not work. And it is true. It is true. You will go this way, it will not work. Go that way, it will not work. Give me that one when you go this way, that's when it will work. You will fail. Rejection will happen. It is very normal. It is very, very normal. I had a lot of. Do you know how many speakers rejected TEDx Accra 2025 before we got our number of speakers? Yeah, it is normal. I've been rejected in many places before. I've bid for contract and it was rejected. But then we are still here. So my advice is to the next slide, which is the people. The people. Oh, I missed why I'm not in tech group. The failure. 2022, I was trying to build an app that will convert crypto exchange to Naira. Just like Roku, Jared app, and all. But let me tell you, the day I started having that thought and started drafting and everything, I think the following month, that was when the federal government placed a ban on cryptocurrency. And that was where the dream died. And I'm not going back. I'm not going back to that place. Because I found a better offer. Sorry, I found a better alternative to do what I want to do. Now, if I want to do something like that, I will just have to see someone that wants to do it. And I will just consult for that person. This is where I think I can do it. This is where I think you should not do it. And this is where I think you should do it. Do you get? So, the people, you cannot build relevance alone. It is not possible. You need people. And these people are not just people. They can be your network. They can be your family. They can be your cycle. And they can be anything, right? You need people around you. You need people around you. Most of the beautiful things or most of the things I've got are from maybe people referring me or someone I've worked with calling me back again. The biggest work I've worked on, the biggest job I've worked on as in MetPro was gotten by referral. And I did that person well and he came back to do more. Do you get? So you need people. Surround yourself with people. I mean, when I started transitioning to who I am today, I have friends then. And most of them I know this friend. I have Akone, he's the owner of TBM events. I think when I was in school, 200, 300, Akone was in a year after me. So he started building the big market. And I was like, if I can have friends that do like this, and me, I'm doing anyhow, what am I doing in my life? And then Babs is my guy. I have Babs. He's the owner of Raspark inside school. So he started selling food and all, and I was like, yes, a space then. I was like, if my guys can do this, let me do it. And let me tell you, if I surround myself with people I surround myself with in 100 level, I might not be here. It's very, very possible. And let me put it to you. I told you that my CGPA was nothing to write home about, right? I wrote my first ICGP in 400 level first semester. So you can see that 400 first semester was the turning point. When I put the work, I went through the process. I failed. I've turned the failure into lesson, and I've said, okay, yeah, this is time to do what I'm doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, you surround yourself with people, and you are good to go. Turn your prayer into a positive part. Go through the process, do the work. You will fail, but turn your failure into lesson. Surround yourself with people, and I think that's the last one, right? Next chapter. Yeah. This is the last part. Law of inertia states that an object in a stationary point will not move unless an external force acted on it. And that law says that a moving object will not stop unless be acted upon by external force. If you notice something that's constant within in this law, is external force and motion, right? If you are in a phase, in a small place, and you do not move unless an external force is acted upon, that same external action will be the one to stop you when you are moving. So this is where I'm stating another law of motion for someone that wants to build relevance. You have to move. If you are in a state, you need to move with your internal action or internal force. Don't let external force act on you. Don't let prayer choke you to do what you are not meant to do, because that same prayer will be the one to stop you when you started moving. Let something that will ginger you, that will motivate you, come within. Because even if you want to stop, you will say, okay, when you want to stop, you stop in a sense of fulfillment that I've gotten to this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave you with this. And it was Lai that said it. A moving man will one day meet his luck, but he did not finish it. A moving man will one day meet his doom. You are the one that know what you are moving, where you are moving to, and how you are moving. Thank you very much. So, yeah, is there any question? There's no question, right? I mean, that's very perfect. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you very much. A round of applause for our second speaker. Thank you very much for everything. Alright, to make sure that we gain something today, I hope we know the next career path we are going to. We've understood our strengths, our weaknesses. I would like to get.
Sorry. So we'll be rounding off in a bit. I hope we know the next step we are going to take, our strengths, our weaknesses. I'm going to hand the mic to someone here to, yeah. So where do you want, what field do you want to major on now after this lecture?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just hold it. You can hold it.
Okay. So I'm still a student, final year.
Okay.
And when I'm done, I want to focus into fashion.
You want to focus solely on fashion?
Yes.
Alright, thank you very much. Sorry, what field do you want to focus solely on? What career path do you want to take?
Okay.
Fashion. You still want to stay with fashion, then please give the next person.
Okay, for me, I have gained clarity in how to what to apply for when writing, when writing to when applying for jobs.
So what career?
Okay, I'm going to virtual assistant.
Virtual assistant. Okay. So that means you are a remote worker, you always want to be in the house. Alright.
Okay, for me, I actually want to build my brand.
Okay, so you want to focus on your
Yes.
perfume brand.
No,
Yeah.
my fashion designing brand.
Okay, your fashion designing brand. Okay. One more person. You.
Something. Okay, being a final year student also, I would like to do more on R&D, which is research and development.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, thank you very much. What do you want to focus on?
Alright, thank you very much. My name is Olayinsi, and I would like to. Currently now, I work as a customer relations manager and also a content creator. So I would like to focus more on content creating, try to do more in my video editing. I just do
Focus on content creation.
content creation.
Alright, thank you very much. Alright, I hope we've learned one or two things today and we are going to put things in practice. I urge everyone for the next session, that is next month, please try and come early so we will start on time. Apologies for the delay. Thank you very much. So, the cherry on the top. Most HR partners will be given, will be helping people rebrand their CVs for people that want to actually enter into career. So you can drop your CV or whatever you have done. You can drop it in my DM, and then we will work something for you. Right? That's just a cherry on the top. Like I said, we would. Okay, sorry. We'll come back to it. So we would also be giving employment, how do I put it, priority to people that are like qualified, right? For people that are ready to learn. We have a whole ecosystem, and he mentioned a few that he himself is a CEO. We have links to a lot of CEOs that are looking for talents to recruit. We have a big ecosystem of nothing less than 8 companies under our director or founder, the owner of Mossad HR Partners, Director Folajomi. So yes, the opportunities in the future, and I wish you well to explore. So I think the second speaker wants to say something.
Thank you very much. Sorry, it's not mention something. So, next Aquarius is happening 22nd of August, 2026, and I'm promising you it's going to be bigger than what we did last year. If you want to see what we did last year, just go to our Instagram page. People that came last year knew the need was something solid, and we are doing something bigger this year. So this year, last year we did 500 guests. This year we want to do 1,000 guests. And we know it's possible. It's very, very possible. So yeah, the ticket is out, but I'm giving you, okay, actually it's public, but then I'm giving you hope that if you can get your tickets before mid-June, that's June 15, you get that 7,500 naira. But if you're not getting it, if you're getting it after maybe you're getting your own in July or August or August, your ticket will be 15,000 naira. So currently you are doing 50% discount for everybody. And I will tell you that once the team started announcing speakers, they don't want to hear anything. They will increase the price. Because our speakers this year are topping what we had last year. For we to have a Google last year, for we to have Dr. Johnny last year, for we to have Kachikaru last year, Ayo Bankole, Olusola Olale last year, no, we have something bigger than what we had last year. Last year we have 5 to 6 speakers. This year we are doubling that number. There's going to be a whole lot of experience. This year, don't worry, get your ticket. So once you get your ticket, just go to www.texapparel.xyz. So you see register. Texapparel.xyz, you see register. So when you go to Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, search for Texapparel, you will see us, follow us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So
At the end of the event, there will be a feedback link dropped on the group. Please, is anyone here that is not on the group? All right. All right. So, Charity, please let me take their numbers. So I'll add them to the group. There will be a feedback form that will drop on the group. Once I add you to the group, please tell me your feedback, how you felt during the session, how the session went to work on, and there's thank you once again for showing up. I hope we enjoyed the session. Do have a wonderful weekend. For anyone that wants to see either I or Sam or any of our HR personnel, please, you can walk up to me now. All right. Okay, so before everything is like closed up, I think we might need an opportunity to network. I will pass the mic around. Once we do our names, do you understand? All right, so there you go. For new people that okay. All right, so let's try to network to get to know each other because hopefully these are the same faces you'll be seeing from now to December with more new faces. So for the next session we'll be having this monthly career development session happens every last Saturday of the month. So put your calendar, put it in your calendar. Put it in your calendar and trust me, the next one will be bigger and better. Thank you once again.
Right?